at Anfield for the vital game between Liverpool and Blackburn Rovers. The two teams are separated by the narrowest of margins. Both have 44 points, identical goal differences. It's only on goals scored that Blackburn lies second and Liverpool third. Roy Evans' side were written off in the title race when they lost here to Manchester United a couple of months ago. Since then, they've played 7 league games, drawing 1, winning the other 6. With Robbie Fowler hoping he's at the end of a barren goal-scoring spell, Fowler and Michael Owen aim to extend Liverpool's unbeaten run. Our commentator is Martin Tyler.
Well, Liverpool have to make their first change in 6 games. Jamie Redknapp has had a knee operation this week at the end of the week in which Jamie Carragher celebrated his 20th birthday, and he's rewarded for his promise here by a midfield spot this afternoon. The captain, Paul Ince, has played an extra part in the preparations for today. He worked under the present Blackburn manager, Roy Hodgson, in Italy. The Liverpool manager, Roy Evans, is looking for an important win on the 4th anniversary of his appointment. Blackburn recall Gary Crofts at the expense of their 18-year-old starlet Damien Duff. It's a move designed to stiffen the left-sided resistance to the menace of Steve McManaman. On the right, Stuart Ripley has made a quick recovery from a knee injury that prematurely ended his participation in the FA Cup win at Sheffield Wednesday only 5 days ago. Up front, Blackburn boast the Premier League's 2 leading scorers, Chris Sutton and Kevin Gallagher, each with 13 goals so far. So Paul Durkin gets the game underway. Reminders here for Blackburn of 3 years ago when they were actually crowned champions at Anfield. The only side other than Manchester United to win the league in England since it became the Premier League. Liverpool, of course, so dominant in earlier times, and if you judge as champions, the most successful club in the country. 18 titles, but none since 1990. A claim for a handball in there, and in the end Blackburn pleased to rather scrape it away from the Swiss international Stéphane Anchaud, trying to get Ripley involved in the game. He's impeded by Harkness. That could be an important duel. Maybe some Blackburn fans very surprised to see Stuart Ripley today, maybe even Harkness surprised to see him. He limped off at Hillsborough on Monday night. There didn't seem to be any recovery time, but he's starting for Rovers in this vital fixture. Here's Anchaud. The Anfield pitch showing some signs of wear and tear. Hopefully the worst of the winter weather over. Forward by Harkness. Robbie Fowler tussling with Hendry. Came off the head of Billy McKinley, and then Leonardson clattering into Jeff Kenner. And the referee, mindful of what's at stake today, contenting himself with just a calming word for the Norwegian Leonardson. Norway, incidentally, have an international training camp in England over the next couple of days. Egil Olsen, their national coach, is also at Anfield this afternoon. So many Norwegians based in the English game. Bab trying to clear. Gallagher pushed out by James, and he gets there again. It was a shot in keeping with the way Kevin Gallagher has been performing this season. It was a very difficult ball to strike. It was a most tricky angle, and yet he really worked the Liverpool goalkeeper hard. Put on by Kenner. Shrewdly down by Sutton to Ripley. Looks for Sutton again. Drops for Gallagher by the head of Matteo. 1 or 2 to the left. Croft, who scored a really spectacular goal at Ewood Park to beat Chelsea earlier in the season. Clearly had the glint again in his eye as he came on the scene then. Fowler holding off Hendry. Haven't seen too much of McAteer moving forward yet, but it only goes ahead of McManaman. And Ince. And Fowler, can he reach it? Flowers got to the ball. And Blackburn left Liverpool an avenue of opportunity then. But this was the chance Robbie Fowler thought he had until Tim Flowers came out there and played it against Fowler. And it broke off the Liverpool forward fortuitously for Blackburn Rovers. Ince. Now, what can McManaman do? Having had the attention for that painful thigh. Good flick from Fowler. Ince. Well held by Tim Flowers. They're certainly not being able to dominate possession, Liverpool, but there have been times in this first half when the passes have been put together and the openings have been there. It was somewhat lucky. Liverpool start again with Van. Half an hour gone. Liverpool 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. Robbie Fowler. Free kick. McKinley not best pleased with the decision. I got the ball. I think that reading that. Just how he got it that Paul Durkin didn't like. That right leg coming round Fowler. Well, it's certainly within range of the Blackburn goal. No Redknapp today. Fowler having a look at the angles. And he takes it, a deflection that needs Tim Flowers to turn it aside. But actually he hit the referee. Well, I'm not sure. As Paul Durkin goes back and Sutton flicks on, you can hear the annoyance around Anfield. They saw Flowers come across and make the save. McManaman. Here's Harkness. Leonardson, who's certainly been in the thick of the action. Oh, what a turn by Ripley to lose Owen there. Wow, that was a really magnificent piece of individual play by Stuart Ripley. Right on his own goal line, out by the corner flag. Bad. Sure, getting a challenge in. Cox, he and Ripley have just swapped at the moment. Kenner wedging it forward for Sutton, took it beautifully on the chest, can have a go at goal himself. Oh, James did get to it at the second attempt just as well. There would have been no third chance because Gallagher was roaring in. Blackburn have won 4 away at Villa, Crystal Palace, Wimbledon and Arsenal. They were most impressive at Highbury. Fowler. Berger. Owen. It's Owen. Good stop by Flowers, but Leonardson. Oh, and Hendry is there. What a hero for Blackburn. Flowers recognised that because the goal seemed to be gaping. When Tim Flowers turned aside the shot from Owen, Liverpool seemed certain to score. Colin Hendry had other ideas. It was a really big reach as the ball dropped by Ancho. Gallagher playing it and peeling away for a return ball, which is delivered to him by McKinley. Oh, and Gallagher looking for Wilcox in the centre. Ripley on the scene. Game is opened up. Played spread, hasn't been like this too often. Owen, another great contribution by Hendrick. Pass by Sherwood, crowd, all Liverpool fans on the far side saying offside. Flag stays down. Off the chest of Sutton, but not quite to Gallagher. Leonardson, who must have thought he was in at the kill then. But this was the moment where Liverpool thought they were going to take the lead in this very tight match. Owen got his shot in. Flowers, full stretch, reached it. Look at Leonardson. And then look at Colin Hendrick. A brilliant piece of blocking for Blackburn Rovers. Here trying to get round the outside of Billy McKinley, and it ends as a goal kick, but as a problem. It's gone, he's saying. And Tim Flowers, well aware, maybe more aware than the Liverpool medical staff immediately, although I'm sure they'll get on the scene very quickly. But it looks bad for McAteer. Putting everything into that attempt to get the cross in. Now Owen. Jones back in a familiar slot on familiar territory. Holding by McKinley, interrupting the flow of the movement for Liverpool and the progress of Ince in particular. And well, it's a long way out. It's a central position. Wonder why maybe goalkeepers set up a wall in these situations, but a wall there is. And there are 4 in it. Well, Ripley comes away to make it 3. Berger's going to have a go. It's off on show. And alert there was Gallagher as the other number 8. Leonardson reacted smartly as well. Bad. Liverpool have got 4 players in the penalty area. Leonardson. Oh, well, that was close. And it touched something, and the suggestion is, although it looked initially like the frame of the goal, but it might well have been the frame of the goalkeeper. At least an upstretched arm. Maybe both. Corner. Berger to take it. Carragher. Important there to stop there being a second ball from the Blackburn point of view. Hendrick. Carragher backpedaling. McKinley leading the charge out from Blackburn, helped by Sutton there. And they just push Liverpool back. Sherwood trying to get it through for Wilcox. Matteo. That's very well taken. Lovely touch by Berger. Owen. And it's another shot on target from Michael Owen. There's never been a situation in this match when Liverpool have been able to lay siege to the Blackburn goal. But the feeling of menace in their forward play increases on the occasions that Owen has been able to make that sort of incision and test Tim Flowers. Incidentally, referee Paul Durkin said he didn't see the save that Flowers made after the ball had struck the referee from that Liverpool free kick in the first half. Close as Mr. Durkin may ever come to getting a goal in England's Premier League. Looking for an attacking move and away to goal here is Robbie Fowler in Liverpool. Carragher. Ince. That's a bit hopeful, but Fowler trying to make something of it, and he did by getting his head to it. Carragher, it hit Fowler and dropped well for Liverpool. Did see Owen, I don't think. Bit more pressure on Blackburn here. Liverpool still mindful of the fact that Blackburn have the ability to play on the break, but here's Berger. And Fowler! Well, the gap was there that time, and that mounting pressure led to an opportunity. But Robbie Fowler, perhaps in more fluent times, might have accepted to give Liverpool the lead here. And the very least he would have expected to do was to force Tim Flowers into a save. Owen took that brilliantly past Hendry, but not beyond Oncho, but it's going to be a Liverpool corner. Deep into this vital match at Anfield. So there's more for Blackburn to endure. They haven't been able to impose themselves on the second half. Well, it's going to trickle behind. Now, what's the referee going to point for here? He says goal kick. A corner that caused concern, as it came, I think, off Oncho. And Owen was right in the thick of things, and maybe he got the final touch. Coat. Wilcox. Not too much ambition about Blackburn here. They're keeping the ball to make sure that they keep their point. The first draw in the league at Anfield since Blackburn were last here almost a year ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning
all
time
square between two sides with such similar records throughout this season. A final score at Anfield: Liverpool 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. Roy, it was a much-awaited game. What did you make of it in the end?
I thought it was a really good contest. You know, it was always going to be tough. You have to give credit where credit's due. Blackburn came and worked really hard, and I'm absolutely delighted with my team's performance.